Yo, what's up? It's Brennan Сэвэйдж, and we're going in the DMs with Mascarilla. I'm 22 years old. I'm originally from Long Beach, New York. I went to high school in San Diego. Now I live here, and I'm a musician. Okay, is your last name really Savage? Yes, my last name is really Savage. That's my fucking birth name. I did not name myself that. Yes, that is my real name, Brennan Сэвэйдж. What type of kid were you in high school? I was a pretty average kid in high school. Got good grades, got along with multiple different people, multiple different friend groups, and I had a pretty tight-knit friend group. We all were just really interested in like listening and sharing music and whatnot. And I played sports, but I wasn't never really that good. So like towards the end of my high school career, I basically just thought I was gonna be an average-ass college student, just go on to get some boring, shitty job. But after high school, a lot of shit changed really quickly. And I don't really hang out with a lot of kids from high school anymore. What's your history with Lil Peep? Me and Peep met when I was around 12 years old. We met through my cousin, who's the same age as me. So he introduced me to a lot of my friends that I have in New York. I moved away from New York when I was like 9 years old, but I always stayed in touch with them. I was always going back and forth, visiting and whatnot. And yeah, me and Gus just became really good friends. And after high school, we both moved to LA. I was in San Diego, he was in New York, and he was like pursuing music and whatnot. I was just going to college. So we both moved out to LA together, and he kept pursuing music as best he could, and I just kept doing my thing with college, and shit didn't really work out. So he went back to New York for a while, but then he ended up coming back and moving right back into the same house. And then that's when shit started really like going crazy, and basically like seeing all the like the possibilities and all the progress that all my friends were having and like all the success that was coming, it basically like made me realize that like maybe I should give it a shot. So I was like, fuck it, like I'll give it a shot. And I mean, as Gus got busier and busier, I mean, it was harder to hang out, but I mean, we always stayed good friends, and like it was a crazy experience. I'm lucky to have ever met him, to be honest with you. How did you get by in LA when you first got there? That's a good ass question, because the way I supported myself when I first moved out to LA, I was going to college and I got pretty good financial aid because I got decent grades in high school, and my dad was a firefighter, he was in 9/11 actually, and so this certain scholarship fund gave me like a really good financial aid setup, and it helped me like pay my rent and just kind of get by. And I basically just rode that out until I got my degree. And after I got my degree is when I started getting paid off music. So then I just kind of stopped the whole school thing and just ran with the music, and it's been working out ever since. I'm like really blessed for it to ever even have this opportunity. When did you decide to start making music, and what or who inspired you? Actually, I remember the day I started making music. I was at my house in Pasadena where me and Gus and Nedarb and Craig Zen and a bunch of people lived at. And I remember one night Ned was making a beat, and he was like, dude, you should fucking just get on this. Like, fuck it, you should try it. And I was like, damn, like, I'll probably be terribly trash, but like, I'll try it. So then I just like wrote a verse and recorded it, and he was like, dude, this is pretty good. You should just keep going. And I was like, fuck it, I have nothing to lose. Like, I might as well just keep trying. I have nothing better to do. I have no other interests. So I just kept going, and I got like addicted to it. And I was just found myself making music constantly and constantly trying to progress my career and make it a career that I could live off, so I didn't have to do anything else, because I never wanted to get a fucking job or anything. So yeah, basically Ever like all from there, it just continued. It just snowballed, and yeah, I owe it all to NetArt for making me do that. If you could work with any artist, living or dead, who would it be? Damn, I should have thought about this one before. Uh, I want to work with like John Mayer. That'd be super tight. And then I don't know, man. Fuck, it'd be tight to work with like Linkin Park, R.I.P. Chester, but uh, Bob Dylan, that would be a really sick collab. Elton John, another one of my favorites, amazing collab. If you weren't a musician, what would you pursue career-wise? That's a really good question because when I was at the final stages of my college career, I was starting to get kind of worried because I had no fucking idea what else I would do. I've never had like another serious interest like music. I would probably be trying to start my own business or something because I have a degree in business administration. So I would probably be trying to start some sort of company and try to run with that. I don't know exactly what it would be though. That would be my main concern. But yeah, I would just be doing something business-wise, doing something independent mostly. What's your favorite album or any music you've made? My favorite music I've made is unreleased, and it's about to come out pretty soon, so it's gonna be really sick. But I hate all my other music, it's trash. Favorite TV show? Oh, fuck. Like to watch on TV live, probably like American Pickers or like I like to watch Shark Tank. Shark Tank's pretty sick. But like on Netflix, my favorite show of all time is like The Office. And then I really like Prison Break and like Lost and shit like that. I like those like really lengthy, like in-depth shows. Those are fire. Biggest music inspiration in general? Well, I mean, Pete taught me how to make music and taught me basically everything I know about music. But my biggest inspiration is probably Bob Dylan because of his lyricism and whatnot. Like he just tells stories and he's like basically a poet and he just writes poems and puts them over some grungy folk guitar riffs, which like I really fuck with. I just think it's really raw and like I just really love that about him, and I love what he has to say, what he speaks about. I love basically everything about his story. I just think it's fantastic. So that's what really inspires me. That's probably my number one inspiration. And also because my dad is a really big fan of Bob Dylan, and it just reminds me of him, and I think it was fate that my dad just showed me Bob Dylan as like a young kid. It like really resonates with me. So yeah, he definitely plays a big part in who I am as like a artist. Will you be doing a tour? Yeah, I'll be doing a European tour soon. All overseas, will be all over the place. I don't know exactly where yet. And then shortly after that, there will be a US tour. So just gotta wait on it. I got a lot of music to release that people aren't honestly like, it's gonna be surprising. It's way different. I have a lot of different style music that I've been experimenting with. I've been trying to just expand my horizon and just try to be more versatile, and it's gonna be really cool. What's my favorite part about being an artist? My favorite part about being an artist is being able to just fucking use my life experiences to do my job. Like, that's the best part about it. Like, anything that happens to me or like anything I go through, I can translate directly into music and I can use it. It's just a creative outlet for me. So, and it's also, I fucking love making music. It's the only thing I really want to do. So the fact that it's my job is just a bonus, because even if it wasn't paying any bills or if I was fucking not doing shit with my life, I would still be making music as a hobby because it's just fun to me and it like really helps me, keeps me sane and whatnot. And yeah, it's just the best job ever. So can't really complain. Do you have any advice or motivation for my two friends who make music so they don't get discouraged or ever give up? My advice would be to honestly keep on fucking going, because you're never gonna see it coming. Like, for anything to work out for you, you're never gonna see it coming. Just stay focused and don't listen to what anybody has to say unless it's positive or constructive criticism, and try to stay motivated whatever way you can, whether it be constantly writing or constantly trying to make new music. And networking with people is very important. And just know that if you work hard enough, it will pay off. Whether it's a big payoff or a small payoff, it will pay off. And you will get better, and it will eventually start to work out for you. That's basically the only advice I could give, because I'm not really anywhere where I'd want to be right now, but I know what it takes to do that. I've seen it happen, so just stay focused and keep grinding. That's all I could really say.